Untold, Five Nights at Freddy's Theories, Fan Theories. Are you ready to know everything about Five Nights at Freddy's? What if the timeline you thought you understood was fundamentally wrong, or that a key character's true identity had been staring at you in the face this whole time? Get ready, because we're diving into the Untold Fan Theories about FNAF ideas so bold they could rewrite the lore you thought you knew. Opening the safe room door. The infamous Bite of 87 is just the tip of the iceberg. For years, fans had pieced together timelines, motives, and character arcs from a series of games filled with cryptic clues. But some of the deepest theories go beyond what's widely debated in forums and YouTube breakdowns. With the Five Nights at Freddy's movie sequel on the horizon, these untold theories might not only change how we see the games, but could also shape the way the story falls on the big screen. Let's crack open the safe room door, and step into the dark corners of FNAF's most chilling possibilities. The Mimic's true nature. One of the hottest debates centers on the Mimic. It introduced in details from the Pizza Plex books and later tied into Ruin. On the surface, the Mimic is an advanced AI, an entity that learns by copying. But what if it's more than that? Some fans believe the Mimic is a new iteration of William Afton's consciousness, intentionally or unintentionally reborn inside digital code. Instead of being just a rogue AI, the Mimic could be the latest vessel for Afton's obsession with survival and control. Evidence certain dialogue suggests uncanny familiarity with past tragedies, while book passages describe the Mimic evolving into disturbingly human-like ways. If true, this means Afton's legacy didn't just linger in Springtrap or Glitchtrap. He found his way into a completely new, adaptive form. Chica's missing role in the true victim. Chica is the often overlooked compared to Freddy, Foxy, or Bonnie. But there's a growing theory that she plays a hidden role in the earliest disappearances. The missing child theory suggests that Chica represents a specific underexplored victim in the original missing children's incident, while Freddy often symbolizes the group as a whole, and Golden Freddy is tied to the crying child, or Cassidy depending on interpretation. Chica's symbolism may point towards a forgotten or ignored child whose story was never fully told. Looking closely at game clues from posters to background details and chilling pattern emerges. Chica might not just be a side story character, she can hold the key to understanding the very first tragedy that's everything in motion. The Glitchtrap Vanny conspiracy. Glitchtrap was introduced and helped what is a haunting, digitized version of Afton. But is he really just a virus? The theory here is that Glitchtrap is Afton's soul deliberately transferred into code, a calculated move to achieve immortality in the digital realm. This directly ties into Vanny's storyline and security breach. On the surface, she's portrayed as a corrupted follower, but subtle clues, her hesitation, disordered lines, and fragmented behavior suggest she might be a willing servant. Instead, Vanny could be a puppet trapped under Afton's digital control, blurring the line between possession and manipulation. If true, this conspiracy reframes Glitchtrap and Vanny not as villains psychic, but as a horrifying story of obsession, forced control, and the evolution of Afton's influence in new generations. The ultimate Afton resurrection theory. This is the most controversial and terrifying theory. William Afton never truly dies. From Springtrap to Scraptrap to Glitchtrap to the Mimic, his presence is everywhere. But according to some fans, all this was only part of a long game. The key lies in the concepts of agony and remnant, powerful emotional and spiritual energy that FNAF lore has established as capable of keeping souls bound to objects, technology, or even flesh. What if Afton has been collecting this energy across every incarnation, each step being just another step towards an ultimate resurrection, not a half-rotting corpse or a digital ghost, but a complete and fully sentient rebirth? If this theory holds weight, then we haven't seen the last of Afton, not by a long shot. His "I always come back" line might not be a metaphorical at all, but a chilling promise of what's still to come. Final thoughts: what theory holds the truth? Whether it's the Mimic as Afton reborn, Chica hiding the story of an ignored victim, or Vanny being far more tragic than villainous? One thing is clear: the FNAF universe is far from solved. So here's the real question: which of these untold theories you think is closest to the truth? And more importantly, what would it mean to the future of Five Nights at Freddy's, both in games and film? The answers may be out there, lurking in the shadows, waiting for the next flashlight beam to reveal them.
Hey there, fantasy and science fiction fan lovers. If you can't get enough of mystical realms, futuristic worlds, and thrilling adventures, then you come to the right place. By subscribing to Fantasy and Science Fiction at Story Nori, you gain access to an amazing collection of stories that will transport you to realms beyond your imagination. By hitting that subscribe button, you'll never miss out on the latest tales of wizards, time travels, space exploration, and so much more. Our channel is dedicated to bringing you the best in fantasy and science fiction storytelling, and we're always adding new and exciting content for you to enjoy. But that's not all. By subscribing, you'll be also becoming part of our incredible community of fellow fantasy and sci-fi enthusiasts. You'll be first to know about the latest content for the channel that you won't find anywhere else. So what are you waiting for? Join us on this epic journey into the unknown by subscribing to Fantasy and Science Fiction at Story Nori today. Your next thrilling adventure awaits. Right, hit that subscribe button and let the storytelling begin. Thank you for being part of our amazing community. We can't wait to share even more incredible stories with you.